Okay, so here we are. Next train. Get something to eat quickly, I hope, and then another train to Xi'an. I love my trains. Okay. Just for background. Timeless.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey. Let's go back.
First time eat in a train with a friend. Toothbrush log. It's too loud. I think it's too loud for me to speak. Today we met many new friends. 4 people which spoke English. That must be a record for a train. Maybe it's only because I'm going to Xi'an, a big city. Really cool. It was really fun. Talked the whole evening with people. Loved it. Just arrived in Xi'an. Made many friends on a train, as I said yesterday when I brushed my teeth. And I was like, oh, should I film them me arriving? But it looks cool as fuck. So today I'm staying for the first time in a hotel, a hostel actually, and it's in the city wall, so super cool. Whoop whoop. I think I'll take a taxi. Let's hope they don't scare me. Now in Xi'an, it's very hot, but it's also very cool. I really like the streets, the look of the city. Yeah, it's very nice. So now it's 4 p.m. Walking in Xi'an. Arrived today early, but took the day slow. I'm very excited for Shan. It's a very important city for Chinese history and culture development, and there's a lot to do here and to see. Most known for terracotta statues, which were built by the emperor. Wait, I forgot his name. What was it? Liu, I probably mispronounced it. Which built those for that, so they defend him in his afterlife. But more to them tomorrow when I visit them. Today, what's also interesting about him is also the first emperor and unifier of China. So he unified China and standardized language. So Mandarin was spoken over the country, but like Chinese characters were not standardized. So he did a big effort on standardizing the language and the writing system. And also he was the emperor which started the construction of the Great Wall. Through him began a period of isolation of China. So that was his goal. Unify China and look inward and not outward, which will be a philosophy and mentality that China will maintain for millennia. He was born in around 200 before Christ, so it's a very long time ago. And many of the historic sites are well maintained in Xi'an. The city wall around the city is still present today, and others. So let's see. And I really like the vibe of the city. It's green, it's vivid, it's older, murals. No, it's very cool. I forgot my hat, very dumb. I have an umbrella, but I must say I'm too proud to use it. 35 degrees, the sun burning me. But yeah. But the Chinese are also not wearing any extra hats or umbrellas, so who am I to complain? But we have the first landscape. I think it's not the most fantastic one. I think it's a bell tower, but it looks cool. I have to say, it looks cool. Maybe it's on the camera a bit small. So the last footage, and as well right now the streets, we are in the Muslim quarters, neighborhoods of Xi'an. I mean, China, the western part, has quite a higher percentage of Muslims. I think originally like for their craftsman skills, pottery and metalwork. And now I'll go into this mosque. I think I have to pay 20 yuan, and it's very lovely. Okay, I'm inside. So the audio guide was too expensive, so I read the Wikipedia page instead. So what I learned is in Xi'an you have this district, the Muslim neighborhood district, which contains 10 different mosques, and this one, the Great Mosque, being the biggest, most important one. The people inhabiting the area are mostly Huis. So you have in China the biggest ethnicity is the Han Chinese, and Huis are Chinese-speaking Muslims, mostly inhabiting the northwest, and they are like over 100 million people, which is also always crazy. It's just so many. And during the period of the Silk Road, many came to Xi'an because the Silk Road went through the northwest of China, and they came to Xi'an as merchants and also as handcrafters, whatever, forgot the word. And they settled then down in Xi'an. What was interesting, so back then the Islam was tolerated here, but in later periods of the Reformation of communist China, and especially during the period of the Red Revolution, all forms of religions were suppressed in China. Buddhism, Islam, Taoism, Confucianism. So those mosques were closed, and actually most of them were reformed as factories, and only later on they were opened again, and now are actually like one of the most touristic parts of Xi'an and profitable for the inhabitants of Xi'an. So yeah, interesting how this developed. Interesting to see how West China will be, because yeah, I'll be there later. I walked for a very long time, and I'm finally at the wall. Doesn't look epic from here, but I don't know how to get up. But I have to say, those steps here, I could totally climb it. But I don't want to go to Chinese jail. They knew. They knew. Made it on the city wall. So on one side we have the ancient part of town in its old style. And on the left we have the contrast of, like, I think 80s constructions, more modern China. And here we have the wall, where you can rent bicycles to drive around. I think it takes you 2 hours to do a full cycle around the city, which I actually want to do. I just don't know where to get a bike. The Shan city wall was constructed around 1350 in the Ming dynasty. So Xi'an was the capital of many different periods of different forms of unified China. So when it collapsed again, it was usually the capital of whatever province it was in. And then they constructed this city wall. It was one of the few city walls in China which survived the 20th century. Like most cities tore down their city walls and used it just as area for constructing new buildings and use it for housing. But in Xi'an it stayed. It had a relevancy during the Second World War when Japanese bombed the cities. They used the wide base of the wall to construct bunkers. So they estimated the biggest percentage of the city lived in proximity of the wall, even already in the 30s, due to fear of bombing and its security as a shelter. And today it is the best preserved city, or actually any kind of wall in China as a whole, as it's in its entirety. This is very common here. I've seen it in all places where it was a bit more historic. The only place I've not seen people dress up like that and do photo shooting, where I was surprised, expected it to see, was the Great Wall. But maybe it's too sweaty there. I actually really don't know, or maybe they don't allow it, huh? Not sure. But I've been told that this is now a trend since a few years, I guess, with the rise of different social medias in China. That people hire photographers, and like this example was like an entire set to come here and then like shoot those videos and photos. I think they look very cool, and the dresses and the makeup is very pretty, but otherwise I think it's a bit odd. I don't know, it's a bit weird. I'm driving now 40 minutes, maybe 50, and I think I did now exactly half. So this wall is really massive. I'm done. I'm giving the bike back. I'm hungry. Okay, I found street food. So this gentleman cooking for me. I think like noodles, vegetables. Here snack. Onion garlic. The evening is getting better, but invented by my friend for a beer. So Adrian is happy now. Looks good. I drank with my friends, talked with them, but now it's time to go. Bye bye. Bye. Okay. Bye bye. Goodbye. Say thank you for everything. Yeah. Goodbye. I thought that he's a taxi. That's why I asked him how much it is, but he's not a taxi. He's just chilling here. But he will drive me anyways, he said. So that's really cool. You are a traveler? Right. Just 2 days in Xi'an.
Okay, thank you.
谢谢, thank you so much. Yeah, what can I say? Traveling China can be a lot of fun, huh? Free ride home, they offer you beer, have a good time, they're curious and kind. Great. Okay, let's do our first outro on this trip. If you liked the video, if you liked Xi'an Day 1, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Huh? Okay, have a good night.